So the final intersection is the brand. And, people often don't know what a brand is when you ask them what is a brand. So your brand is your niche, value, and tribe, and the magic. So it is the invisible layer of meaning around your business, created through clear and consistent use of language, symbols, and experiences that create trust and convey distinction. So brands separate your business from other similar businesses in the hearts and minds of your audience, and allow you to charge more for your products and services than unbranded offers from unbranded companies. And the interesting thing about brand is that it's not about being cheaper, faster, or even better. And sometimes it's scary, because when we're a business in an industry, sometimes we think, oh my word, I need to be the best at this. Like, doubt, insecurity, fear, like, how can I be the best at this? And we sort of ask ourselves these questions. But actually, the focus of brand is different. So the brand, in building a brand, it is how you are different. And it is really, in order to do that, it is sort of how you can be more meaningful, how you can be different in a way that's valuable and meaningful to your audience. So remember, when we talked about difference actually relates to being more you, turning up the dial on your self-expression. And sometimes when you have a team, it's about understanding what that team expression is. And when we talk about company culture and hiring people, I worked for AB InBev, and they had a very specific company culture that they hired for. And it is an expression of that culture, So it is about turning up the dial on self-expression and sharing your story, being more authentic, daring to communicate at a level that it may even scare you, dare to turn people off so you can turn the right people on. And people don't want to see all this blue. They want to see your magic. They want to see that, if you look at this picture, the orange and the blue. And brand, the interesting thing about brand is that it's both an art and a science. It's both left brain and right brain. It's the left brain, which is analytical, measured, pragmatic, and it's a mix of the right brain, which is creative and intuitive. So it is both. It's the practical. It's who you serve, what you do for them, why your offer is uniquely valuable. But it's also the right brain. We've got to sprinkle the magic, the colors, the creativity, the tone, the voice, the personality, and make all of this come alive. And it's that metaphor of Pinocchio, where he was sort of this wood and sticks and stones and puppets. And then he came really alive when, the breath of life was sort of breathed on him. And the brand is kind of what brings your business alive and does not have you saying the same thing in the same way as everyone else does, so that you can be put on a box and stuck on a shelf. So I want to give you some examples of brands, vibrant brands, and how they work in practice. And it can turn something that you're doing, something that's seemingly ordinary, into something that's actually quite fascinating and interesting. And when I show you these brands, I want you to pay attention to how you feel, not what you think or how you rationalize it. Literally, what is going through your body when I am, how's your body reacting when I show you these videos? And kind of, that's the secret, to turn some people on and turn some people off, so that when people are looking at your stuff, they're not like, oh, blah, another post, another video. They actually stop and they take notice and they remember you. So I want to show you an example. This is Leela Cosgrove. She's an Australian, and she has a business called Strategic Anarchy. She's actually a business consultant, so she probably does something similar to what I do. And she's hugely successful, like whatever, 8-9 figure.
I think, Thilo, we might have time for one video, and then there's just an important question from Nick asking, can you please just quickly elaborate a little bit more on the difference between voice and tone?
That's an interesting question on voice and tone. I suppose it's, I don't know that it's hugely different. I think your voice is more like, it's quite similar, actually. It's the way you come across. It's like, are you Are you a revolutionary? Is that your voice? Is that are you kind of brutally honest? Are you pushing the boundaries? How are your messaging? How is your messages consistently structured? What is the tonality of it? So the voice and tone sort of support each other. So generally, and we're doing an exercise later where you identify 3 to 5 characteristics, and there has to be characteristics that could potentially rub somebody the wrong way. So you could be, playful, intuitive, and you could be playful, intuitive, and brutally honest. So that could be sort of your voice and your tone, that you are playful, but you're brutally honest. So it kind of has elements that are not just sort of bland and move into the background. I hope that explains it. So show you so some of her posts that are quite consistent is only idiots spend money advertising for likes. And another post is it's not about how much money you have. If it's not even about whether I can help, it's about whether you're a good fit. And if you're not, I don't care how much money you have or how it could help you, I'm going to reject you. I choose my clients and I'm super picky. So her tone is aggressive and abrasive, but it stands out. So I just want to quickly show you videos, and I want you to really be aware of whether you're attracted, you feel repelled, or you're neutral. So I'm going to show you this video.
Thilo, is it possible just to have a look at one of them, if you don't mind?
Yeah. Okay, so maybe
Thanks.
let me not show you either. Let me show you another one, because I've already sort of showed you this one. Can you all see? I mean, is the screen still showing?
Yeah, we're seeing your screen presentation.
Okay, cool. So let me show you the Dollar Shave Club.
Hi, I'm Mike, founder of DollarShaveClub.com. What is
Sorry, just checking that you can hear and see the video.
100%.
Okay, cool.
DollarShaveClub.com? Well, for $1 a month, we send high-quality razors right to your door. Yeah, $1. Are the blades any good? No. Our blades are f***ing great. Each razor has stainless steel blades, an aloe vera lubricating strip, and a pivot head. It's so gentle a toddler could use it. And do you like spending $20 a month on brand name razors? 19 go to Roger Federer. I'm good at tennis.
And do you think your razor needs a vibrating handle, a flashlight, a back scratcher, and 10 blades? Your handsome-ass grandfather had 1 blade and polio. Looking good, pop-up! Stop paying for shave tech you don't need. And stop forgetting to buy your blades every month. Alejandra and I are going to ship them right to you. We're not just selling razors, we're also making new jobs. Alejandra, what were you doing last month?
Not working.
What are you doing now?
Working.
I'm no Vanderbilt, but this train makes hay. So stop forgetting to buy your blades every month and start deciding where you're going to stack all those dollar bills I'm saving you. We are DollarShaveClub.com, and the party is on.
Cool. Sorry, just struggling to. Okay, is the screen fine, Diesel?
Yes, we're seeing your presentation again.
Awesome. Not sure why these tabs are showing, but that's cool. So as you can see from the Dollar Shave Club, this company took a stand in their video. And they're quite bold, and they're uprooting industries that have been here for hundreds of years. And sometimes you feel like a small business owner or an underdog or a solopreneur, and you want to compete in an established industry. Well, how do you do it? You turn up the dial on your self-expression. You tune into what really makes you unique and different, and you dare to be that and do it in your marketing every single day. And it's quite different seeing an ad like that versus seeing a Gillette sort of razor, which basically is like with now with flexible technology, which again, remember we talked about the price features commodity market. So they've got a new feature, they've got a new blade. Wow. But I mean, there's quite a different feel to this versus the tonality of the dollar shaped club. So, you know, it's the whole thing is like, do not be the 2D paper version of yourself that walks up to people and tells them like, you know, I sell washing powder to moms, and then, you know, the life drains out of people's eyes and they become all deadpan expression. And it's really about, you know, reinfusing your message and your brand with the full range of your characteristics. So I think, like I was talking about it before, is that we're going to go to our workbook now. I'm not sure what happened. Oh, here it's right in front of me, my workbook. And we're going to actually try and pinpoint. Obviously, like I do this with my clients, and I mean, we've got like 5 minutes here. So, you know, not expecting like any kind of rocket science here, but really just to what comes up for you when you think of your brand voice. And the way to get to it is to think of instances in your life where you felt alive. How did you speak? How did you act? How did you come across? And it's instances where you felt like you were being you, you're really being you. And write down, so that's point 1, so 9.1 on page 7. So 9.2 would be to write down things that made you memorable and unique, or that you think make you memorable and unique. And point 3 is then to, you know, based on 1 and 2, to write down 3 to 5 personality traits and attributes. Cool, I hope that's okay. And that helps. So I know I literally got one more slide and then I'm done. At this point, it would have been amazing for people to share your message with your brand voice, actually on speaker, unmuted, but unfortunately, I don't think we have time for that. Hey, Lisa.
If 1 or 2 people would quickly like to just pop on and just share, and yeah, 10 seconds share, or post in the chat again, that would be welcome.
Cool. And I'm not going to, you know, it's not to give any feedback or anything, but it's just to really hear you saying your message in your brand voice. So, you know, the message like, I want to help entrepreneurs be the hero to their tribe. So how would you say your equivalent message in your voice? And, you know, again, maybe those characteristics are aggressive. Maybe it's aggressive. Maybe it's playful. Maybe it's energetic. Maybe it's serious. You know, maybe
a word that comes to mind when I think of myself, and I think there's some people on this call that could testify to that, is you know, fun. I would definitely describe the difference I bring to what I do. Tanya saying, Tanya's thanking you for the, Craig says, me fun with wine, or is it you, Craig, fun with wine? But Tanya says, fantastic delivery and methods to help us walk through the element of building our brand and voice. Yes, thanks, Tanya, for that. Anybody who would like to share? Craig, I think you want to say something?
Yeah, so I mean, our whole democratizing entrepreneurship in Africa, you know, we want to flip entrepreneurship. We want to stop making it exclusive to the world of startups and funders and corporate, you know, funding and that difficult thing. And you know, by democratize, we mean make it easy, make it accessible, and increase economic inclusion and you know, give people opportunity, increase opportunity. That's why we're here. How does that sound?
That sounds passionate.
No, yeah, that does. It sounds like fiercely passionate. It sounds like, it sounds fierce, actually. It sounds fierce and it sounds passionate and it sounds aggressive. And
committed.
Yeah. And I mean, you generally want 3 to 5 characteristics. And I mean, you know, we're a bit under pressure now, but yeah, I mean, happy to explore that further and I think of the Dollar Shave Club with you, because there's lots of people doing things in entrepreneurship, and it's really about dialing in that self-expression so that you can stand out as like what you are doing that is so different, and how you connect, you know, to that message behind democratizing.
Unfortunately, we need to wrap up, please.
Cool. One more slide, and it's an important one that I really want to leave you with. And I want to talk to you about the original form of marketing, which is the Chatterbox campaign. And it really is that every single time you have the opportunity to inspire someone with your message, take it, if it is the security guard, if it is the person in the grocery line. Although I know it's COVID and not many people are out there, but the point is, tell your message to as many people as possible, because you never know, you never know who they are, and it's just an opportunity to inspire someone with what you do and your message, and that person could become your customer or your raving fan. And really, it's about talking about it with a level of inspiration and excitement, because you have the potential to transform and inspire people with your message and what you do and how you're impacting the world. Cool. So Chatterbox, everyone, my challenge to you is to practice your message and go out there and tell the world what you do. Cool. That's it from me.